Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Vijay Gidkuri, and in this video, we are going to discuss about how to create an elastic IP and attach to EC2 instance. So here, elastic IP address is nothing but it is a reserved IP address. By allocating elastic IP to any of the EC2 instance, whenever we stop and start the instance, our instance IP will not be changed. It will be the fixed IP address. So let's quickly create an Amazon EC2 instance. So to create an Amazon EC2 instance, you need to select instances and you need to select launch instance. And here I'm giving the name like instance 1, and I'm going with Amazon Linux and T2 micro as enough. I'm going to select key pair and we need to select VPC. I'm selecting custom VPC and subnet 1, and I'm going to select the existing security group and 8 GB is enough. I'm going to select launch instance, and you can see right now our instance is in pending state. Here you can see this is the public IPv4 address. And now when we stop and start this instance, our instance public IPv4 address will be automatically changed, guys. And let's wait for some time. Here you can see our instance is in running state. So now when we stop and start this instance, our public IPv4 address will be automatically changed, guys. So when we create an elastic IP, and when we associate that elastic IP to this EC2 instance, our IP will not be changed, guys. It will be the fixed IP address. So let's do one thing. Let's copy this public IP and let's save in a notepad. I will open my text document and I'll open this and I'll paste it here, guys. And now let's go to here and let's stop this instance first. You need to select instance state and I'll stop this instance, guys. Right now you can see our IP is 107.21.75.224. So let's stop this and stop. And again, when we start this instance, our IP will be automatically changed, guys. That's why I have stored this IP here. You can see this is the IP, and here let's write after stop and start the instance. You can see our instance has been stopped, guys. Here you can see right now public IPv4 address has been gone, guys. So let's start this instance. You need to select instance state and you need to select start instance. Here you can see now it is in pending state. And now you can see, guys, our instance is in running state and this is the IP 54.235.24.151. So let's copy this and let's paste it here. You can see the difference. Previously, when we created an Amazon EC2 instance, this is the IP 107.21.75.224. And when we stop and start this instance, this is the IP. IP has been changed. So when we create an elastic IP and when we attach that elastic IP to this EC2 instance, our instance IP will not be changed, guys. It will be the fixed IP address. So you need to select here elastic IPs. Under network and security, here you can see elastic IPs. I will open it in a new tab. And to create an elastic IP, you need to select allocate elastic IP address. And here you can see this is the region. In this region, we are going to create an elastic IP because elastic IP is regional specific, guys. So here regional specific is nothing but if your elastic IP is in Mumbai region and if your instance is in North Virginia, that means US East 1, to associate your elastic IP to this EC2 instance, it will not be available, guys. Your instance should be in Mumbai region and your elastic IP should be in Mumbai region. So this is only possible, guys. So here you can see right now we are in US East 1. Our instance also is in US East 1. So we are going to select allocate. So it will create an elastic IP address. So here you can see elastic IP address has been created and this is the IP elastic IP 44.220.234.163. So here you can see When I come here, you can see this is the IP. And again, let's copy this and let's save this here, guys. And this is the IP. And now let's allocate this elastic IP to our EC2 instance. So to allocate this, you need to select this and you need to go to actions and you need to select allocate elastic IP address. You need to select this, and here you need to select instances and you need to select the instance, guys. Here you can see this is the instance one. Here you can see this is the instance one. I need to allocate to this EC2 instance, so we need to select this instance one and we need to select the public IP address, sorry, private IP address. This is the private IP address of our instance one. You can see 10.0.0.0.65. When I come here, you can see 10.0.0.0.65. This is the private IP v4 address, guys. And let's come here and directly we need to select associate, and you can see elastic IP address associated successful. So when I come here, you can see this is the IP. So when I reload this, here you can see 44.220.234.164. This is the elastic IP address, guys. Here when I come here, you can see 44.220.234.164. This is the elastic IP address, guys. We have associated our elastic IP. So let's again copy this and let's paste it here. And here let's write after allocating elastic IP. And you can see when we stop and start the instance, this is the IP. You can see this is the IP. After allocating elastic IP, this is the elastic IP address. So now let's do one thing. Let's stop and start this instance, guys. So again, let's copy this and let's paste it here. And this is the elastic IP. I will write here elastic IP. So now I will stop and start this instance. Directly I will select instance it and select stop instance. Stop. And you can see our instance is in stopping state, guys. You can see it is in stopping state. So let's come here, let's copy this up to here. Let's again paste it here. Sorry. After stop and start instance. So meanwhile, let's come here. And here you can see our instance has been stopped, guys. And you can see this is the elastic IP address. And now let's start this instance. Select instance state and start instance. And you can see now it is in pending state. Now our instance IP will be same, guys, because we allocated elastic IP to this EC2 instance. When we allocate elastic IP will not be changed. It will be the fixed IP address. So that's why we use elastic IP address. So here you can see our instance is in running state, and you can see our instance IP has not changed. Here you can see 44.220.233.163. And let's copy this and let's come here and let's paste it here, guys. And you can see same IPs. This is the IP and same this is the IP. And I'll copy up to here and I'll paste it here. And you can see IP has not changed. This is the same IP, elastic IP and elastic IP. So this is how we can use elastic IP, guys. And now let's do one thing. After completing this, you need to disassociate this elastic IP to this EC2 instance, guys, because elastic IP is paid. So you need to disassociate, guys. So to disassociate this, you need to come to elastic IP and you need to select this. You need to select this and you need to select actions. And here you can see disassociate elastic IP. You need to select this and you need to select disassociate. And here you can see elastic IP address disassociated successful. So when I come here, you can see this is the elastic IP address. So when I reload this, you can see IP has been changed 52.207.225.118. So again, when I stop and start this instance, our instance IP will be changed again, guys, because we disassociated our elastic IP. Now I will copy this and I will come here after this association. This is the IP, guys. So after disassociation, this is the IP. So this is all about this video, guys. So let's do one thing. After completing this video, you need to remove this elastic IP, guys, because if you haven't removed this, Amazon will charge some of the money from you. So try to delete this elastic IP. So to delete this elastic IP, directly select this and you need to select actions. And here you can see you need to select release elastic IP. You need to select this. You need to select release. So here you can see elastic IP address released. That means our elastic IP address has been deleted. So right now we don't have any of the elastic IP. So this is all about this video, guys. And if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. And see you in the next video, and bye. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Vijay Girtori. And in this video, we are going to discuss about how to create EBS volumes and attach and mount the EBS volume to Linux-based EC2 instance. So here EBS stands for Elastic Block Storage. By creating EBS volumes, we can attach that EBS volume to our virtual machine and we can use it like as an external HDDs for our virtual machines. So here first we are going to create an Amazon EC2 instance with default storage, and after creating EC2 instance we are going to create EBS volume and we are going to attach and mount the EBS volume to this Linux based EC2 instance. So let's quickly log into AWS Management Console and let's create an Amazon EC2 instance first. So here you can see this is my Amazon AWS Management Console and we need to select EC2, and here you can see instances. We need to select instances and we need to select launch instance, and we need to give the name of the instance. I'm giving the name like demo instance, and I'm going to select Amazon Linux, and T2 micro is enough, and we are going to select the key pair. Here key pair is the login credentials for our EC2 instance, and in networking settings first we need to select the VPC and we need to select the subnet, and here we need to keep this in enable. If you keep this in enable, IP will not be allocated for this EC2 instance. So we need to select the security group, and this is the security group I am selecting, and the 8 GB is enough, guys. And directly I'm going to select launch instance, and we need to select instances, and let's see our right now. Here you can see our instance is in pending state, and let's keep instance state is equal to running, and it will show all the running instances here, guys. And right now it is in pending state. Let's reload this, and here you can see our instance is in running state. So now let's try to connect to this instance using MoboXtem. You can use MoboXtem or Putty, whatever you want, guys. I'm going with MoboXtem. So we need to copy public IP4 address, and for this I'm using key EC2 key. Okay, you need to select MoboXtem, and we need to select session and SSH, and we need to paste the public IPv4 address here. So here I'm going to give EC2-user. So if you are using Ubuntu, you need to give here Ubuntu. And as advanced SSH settings, and we need to check this, and we need to do the path of our key pair. So EC2 key, this is the key I'm using. Okay, and we need to select OK. And first we need to update. So sudo m update -y and sudo -i to become root user. So here when I hit df-h, here you can see, guys, this is the default storage dev xvda1, and the default storage which I have created is 8 GB, and it was used when we creating an Amazon EC2 instance. 1.5 GB has been used, and the available storage is 6.5 GB, and 19% has been used, and this is the root volume, guys. And you can see this is the volume. So when I come here, when I select storage, here you can see we have created dev and xvda. So when I come here, you can see dev and xvda1. So this is the root volume, guys. We have created with 8 GB. So when I come here, here you can see we have created with 8 GB. Now let's do here lsblk. So Here LSBLK is nothing but by hitting LSBLK, it will display the block device information. That means if you are created an EBS volume and we have attached the TBS volume, so it will show the TBS volume here. So when I hit DF-H, it will display the free space and available space of a file systems, guys. So here you can see this is our root volume 19.8 GB and 19% is used and available is 6.5 GB. And now let's do one thing. Now let's hit LSBLK, and here we don't have any of the EBS volumes, guys. Now let's create an EBS volume first. So to create an EBS volume, we need to select volumes, and I will open it in a new tab. And here you can see it will display the default volume, and you can see this is the default volume 8 GB, and this is created by using when we created this instance, and this instance is created this default volume, guys. When we create an EC2 instance, it will create a default volume. So this is the default volume. So I'm going to create a new volume. So we need to select create volume, and here I'm going to select GP2, and I'm going to create with 15 GB, guys. So I'm selecting 15. So here you can see we need to select availability zone, because here EBS volumes is regional specific. So regional specific is nothing but here you can see right now I have created this EC2 instance in availability zone of US East 1A. So here you are creating EBS volume in US East 1B or US East 1C. You cannot attach this EBS volume to this EC2 instance. So if your EC2 instance is in US East 1A, you need to create your EBS volume in US East 1A, guys. Remember this point. So right now we are creating in US East 1A. So I'm going to select here. You can say I'm going to create with 15 GB of volume. So I'm going to select create volume. Now here you can see it is in creating state. We need to see here available state. So when I reload this, here you can see it was converted to available state. So here just observe, guys, it was showing available, so it was not in use, guys. If you attach this EBS volume to this Linux based virtual machine, it will show here in use. So right now we haven't attached this volume, so it was showing available. So let's attach this volume. So here you can see, let's clear the screen, and when I hit LSBLK, it will display all the block device information here, guys. Here you can see it was not showing any of the block devices. So when I come here and when I attach this volume, so let's give the name here, guys. Linux volume 1. So here I'm giving name like Linux volume 1, and I'm going to attach this volume to this EC2 instance, guys. So we need to select this volume, and you need to select actions, and you need to select attach volume. So here you can see, guys, right now it is in availability zone US East 1A, and we need to select here instances to which instance we are going to attach this EBS volume. So here you can see I'm going to select to this instance, demo instance. So when I come here, you can see this is the instance, demo instance. I want to attach this EBS volume to this demo instance. So I'm going to select this instance, and here we need to give the device name, guys. So here you can select whatever you want, that is up to your wish. So I'm going to select here so here you can see, guys, I'm going to select SDV. Last I'm going to give v, guys, because I'm going V means I'm as a assumption like Vijay, guys. So I'm going to give this, and we need to select directly attach volume. You can give whatever you want, guys. I'm giving this. So we need to select attach volume. So when I select attach volume, so when I come here, you can see now available state has been converted to in use. So we have attached this volume, EBS volume, to this EC2 instance. So that's why it was showing in use. So when I come here, so here previously when I hit LSBLK, it was not shown any of the EBS volumes. So when I hit again LSBLK, here you can see, guys, XVDV. This is the volume which you have been created. We have created it 15 GB. So when I come here, so volumes, here you can see we have created it 15 GB. So it was showing this 15 GB. So up to now we have created an Amazon EC2 instance, and we have created EBS volume, and we have attached the EBS volume to this EC2 instance. So now we need to mount, guys, we need to mount this EBS volume to our EC2 instance. So to mount this, we need to perform some of the commands, guys, and to perform that commands, first lsblk, and it will show all the block device information. So this is the block device information which have been created with 15 GB EBS volume. We need to mount this. So to mount this, you need to give sudo mkfs -t and ext4. Here ext4 is nothing but this is the file system type, guys. The file system type we are going to take is ext4, and it was in dev, and we need to give this name, guys, xvdb. So xvdb, you need to give same like this, guys. If you are giving here xvdf or xvdp, you need to give this name here. Dev is common, and you need to give here xvdb or xvdf according to your needs. So when I hit enter, you can see it was created. And here again I am telling you, we are creating with file system of ext4, guys. So we need to create a directory, guys. The second step is we need to create a directory. So to create a directory, you need to give sudo mkdir. So when we create a directory, the command is mkdir, guys. So that's why I'm giving mkdir. So in root folder, I'm going to create data directory. So here you can see using sudo super user. So I'm going to create a directory. Mkdir is the command to create a directory. In root folder, I'm going to create data directory, guys. So I'm going to hit enter, and we need to mount. Now let's go back, guys. Let's go to root cd slash, and when I hit lle here you can see in root folder we have created data directory. So when I hit df-h, so let's clear the screen. So when I hit df-h, it was not showing any of the volumes, guys. So up to now we created, here you can see up to now we created a file system with ext4 file system, and after that we created, where is this, and we created a directory in root folder with the name data directory, guys. And now we need to mount this directory, guys. Let's come to volumes, and you can see, guys, we need to mount this volume to this Linux EC2 instance. So to mount that, you need to do sudo mount, and again before giving this, again let's hit lsblk, and let's do now sudo mount, and again you need to give dev, and here we need to give this name xvdb. You need to give this name, guys. So xvdb, and here we need to mount this volume. So we need to mount this 15 GB of EBS volume to data directory. Previously we created a data directory here, guys, and again I will show you. Here you can see in root folder we have created a data directory. So we are going to mount this EBS volume to that directory. So here I am giving data dir. So I am going to mount this EBS volume to this data directory. So when I hit enter, it was mounted. So when I hit df-h, here you can see, guys, it was mounted. This is our EBS volume, and here you can see, guys, this is our root volume 8 GB, and we have created EBS volume. Here you can see we have created 15 GB of EBS volume, and we have attached this EBS volume to this Linux EC2 instance, and we have mounted this EBS volume to this. We have created a directory, and we have attached, sorry, we have mounted our EBS volume to this data directory. Here you can see 15 GB of EBS volume. So 24 KB has been used, and total 1% has been used, guys. Total remaining we are having 14 GB of volume we are having, guys. And here you can see again I am telling you this is the root volume guys. So now let's do one thing. Here again you can see, you can observe right now we are having only used 1 GB. Right now again 14 GB of the data is available in data directory guys. So let's enter into this directory and let's download any of the files. So come to root folder by using cd slash, and so let's clear this screen. When I tell here you can see this is the directory, and let's enter into this directory cd data dir, and when I hit ll, here you can see we have only this one file guys. This was created by default guys. And now let's enter here, let's open a new tab, and here let's give 500 MB file download. So I'm going to download one file in this directory. So then you can understand guys. So when I hit df-h, here you can see it was showing only 14 GB of memory. So here you can see it was, we have used 1 GB of 1% of memory guys. Let's download. Here you can see right now it used only 24 KB. Let's download 512 MB in this, in the directory guys. So to download that, we need to select copy link address, and we need to come here. Here you can see guys, right now we are in data directory because we have mounted our EBS volume. Here you can see we have mounted this 15 GB of EBS volume to this data directory. So let's download it here using wget command. Let's download. I will paste it here, sorry, and I will again come here, and I will copy link address, and I will come here and I will paste it here. So when I hit enter, here you can see guys, it was downloading 25 MB, 50 MB, and 70 MB, 80 MB, 100 MB. So like this, it was downloading. 29%, 30% has been completed, guys. And let's wait for that time. And previously, you can see here for this EBS volume, we have used only 1%. That means it has only 24 KB. And after downloading this, you can see approximately 515 MB will be occupied. So here you can see it was downloaded. You can see 100%. So when I hit LL, here you can see 512 GB. So now when I hit df-h, here you can see guys 4% has been used. Total memory is 513 MB. So 513 MB has been consumed guys. So again let's download this file using wget. I will again download this, or else let's download 200 MB file. I will copy this and I will come here and I'll paste it here and enter. So 200 MB zip file will be downloaded in data directory guys, and I will show you. Previously it was showing only 24 KB. When we attached our EBS volume, it was shown only 24 KB, and after downloading this, it was showing 513 MB has been used, and now we install another 200 MB. So when I hit again df-h, you can see 713 MB has been used. So total 14 GB we are having, 6% has been used. It was all dev and xvdb. So this is our default EBS, sorry, not default, custom EBS volume guys. So we have downloaded this files to this EBS volume guys. Here you can see our we have created our custom EBS volume. We have downloaded that all files to this EBS volume. So I think you can understand each and everything guys, and I will explain you in detail. So, and after completing this, try to remove your custom EBS volume guys. So when you remove your EC2 instance, here default EBS volume will be removed guys. So yeah, this custom EBS volume will not be removed. So this you need to remove this guys. So this is all about this video guys, and let's remove this EBS volume. So you need to select this, and you need to select actions, and you need to select force detach volume. So I'm going to select force detach, and I'm going to select detach. I'm going to select force detach. So when I reload this, here you can see it is in not in use. It was back to available state, and now I will remove this. I will select actions, and I will select delete volume, and I will select delete, and OK. And the default, the custom volume has been custom EBS volume has been removed, guys. So yes, guys, in this video I explained you how to create an here you can see in this video I explained you how to create an EBS volume and how to attach that EBS volume to Linux based virtual machine and how to mount that volume to this Linux based virtual machine, guys. So yes, guys, if you want more videos related to cloud and DevOps, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys, and see you in the next video, and bye. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Vijay Gidituri, and in this video, we are going to discuss about how to create custom AMI from an Amazon EC2 instance. So here, AMI stands for Amazon Mission Image, and it contains all the information necessary to boot an Amazon EC2 instance with your custom software. Essentially, an AMI is a virtual machine template that you can define custom software standard system packages or any files required by the virtual machine. Creating your own AMI is an essential practice if you plan to build an infrastructure that utilizes EC2 auto scaling. And here you can see this is the structure right now we are going to create. This is the user. After first we are going to create an Amazon EC2 instance, and after creating EC2 instance, we are going to connect to this EC2 instance, and we are going to install HTTPD web server, and we are going to deploy any of the front end page. And after creating this, we are going to create custom AMI from this EC2 instance. And after creating custom AMI, we are going to create new EC2 instance using this custom AMI. And this is our structure, guys. And let's quickly log into AWS management console, and let's create an Amazon EC2 instance. So here you can see this is my AWS management console, and you need to first go to EC2, and you need to select instances, and you need to select launch instance first. And here I'm giving demo instance, and here you can see we are going to select Amazon Linux, and we are going with 2023 AMI, and T2 micro is enough, and we are going to select KeyPay, and this is the login credentials for our EC2 instance. And in networking settings, first we need to select VPC. I'm going with custom VPC which have been created previously, and this is the subnet, and we need to keep always it in enable state, guys. If you keep in disable state, IP will not be allocated for this EC2 instance, so you need to keep this in enable state. So here I'm going to select security groups, and 8 GB is enough. So here I'm going to select launch instance, and I'm going to select instances, and here let's keep here you can see our instance is in pending state, and let's keep instance state is equal to running, and it will show all the running instances here. And here you can see under images you can see AMIs. If you create any of the custom AMI, it will show all the custom AMIs here, guys. So right now we don't have any of the custom AMIs. Here you can see we don't have any of the custom AMIs. Let's connect to this EC2 instance. You can see our instance is in running state, and let's keep this in run instance state is equal to running. So here you can see it was showing the running instances here, and let's connect to this EC2 instance, and let's install HTTPD web server, and let's deploy any of the front end page, guys. So I'll copy this, or else let's directly connect. Directly here you can see connect, directly select connect, and here you can see EC2 instance connect. I will select directly here connect. So it will connect to our EC2 VM, guys. And first we need to update sudo m update hyphen y and sudo hyphen I to become root user. So yes, guys. So we need to install HTTPD web server sudo m install HTTPD hyphen y. It will install HTTPD web server, and we need to start this systemctl start HTTPD, and let's see the status first. Systemctl status. HTTPD. And here you can see our HTTP server is active and running, and it is in disabled state. Let's enable this. So to enable this, systemctl enable HTTPD. So when I select status here, and here you can see it was in enable state and it is in active and running. And yes guys, and now let's create a file vim index.html. So here I am giving h1, sorry, I am giving h1 tag, and here I am giving hello Vijay Gidturi. So here you can write any of the code guys, you can write any of the code and you can deploy whatever you want. So right now I'm going to display only hello Vijay Gidturi. You can write your code here guys, then it will display in HTTP web server. So I will save this. So when I hit hello, here you can see this is the file which have been created. So when I hit cat index.html, it will show all the content here. Here you can see hello Vijay Gidturi. So let's do one thing. Let's move index.html to where www.html. So when I hit ll, we don't have any file guys. So I'll copy this IPv4 address and I will paste it in a new tab. And here you can see it was displaying hello Vijay Gidturi. So now let's create a custom AMI using this EC2 instance. In image I have explained you already. Right now we install HTTP web server. Sorry, right now we install EC2 instance, and after we install HTTP web server, and we have deployed this hello Vijay Gidturi. And now using this EC2 instance AMI, let's create our custom AMI, and let's create using this AMI. Let's create an Amazon EC2 instance. So here you can see right now we don't have any of the AMIs. Let's create an AMI. So to create an AMI, directly go to instances, and this is the instance. Sorry, let's keep instance state is equal to running again. So this is the instance guys. So using this instance, let's create an AMI. Directly select this instance and you need to select actions. And under actions, you need to select image and templates. And here you need to select create image. And here I'm going to give the name like custom AMI for EC2. I'm giving the name like custom AMI for EC2. You can give whatever you want, guys. So description is optional. So I'm giving same name for description, and you can say I've given. And it was taking the EBS volume and everything, and you can directly select create. Here you can give tags or you may not give, that is up to your wish. And let's directly select create image. So when I go to under images, when I select AMIs, it will create new AMI guys here. So here you can see new AMI has been created. So these are all the information and I will explain you. And here you can see AMI name is custom AMI from EC2. This is the name which you have been given guys. And this is the AMI ID. And here you can see this is the source and this is our owner ID, means this is our means account ID guys, and visibility is it is in private, and right now status is in pending state. We need to see here active state, and it takes nearly 2 to 3 minutes to come to active state. So this is the creation date, and the platform which we are creating is Linux and Unix, and the root device type is EBS guys, and here this is the EBS volume storage, what we called okay leave it, and this is all about this guys, and you can see these are all the information. You can find this all information here also. And right now it is in pending state. We need to see here in add to state, guys, and we need to wait for 2 to 3 minutes, and let's wait for that time. And after it comes to add to state, let's create new EC2 instance using this AMI. And yes, guys, you can see now it is in available state, and it takes nearly 3 to 4 minutes to come to available state, guys. And now let's create an Amazon EC2 instance using our custom AMI. And this is our custom AMI. Here you can see this is our custom AMI. Let's create an Amazon EC2 instance. So first let's stop this instance, guys, and I will stop this. Here you can see I'm stopping this instance. Stop. And here you can see it is in stopping state. And I'll remove everything. And now let's create an Amazon EC2 instance. So directly select launch instance. And here I'm giving name like custom AMI instance. So here you can see, guys, I'm giving custom AMI instance. So using custom AMI, I'm going to create this EC2 instance. That's why I'm giving here custom AMI instance. And here you need to select my AMI. So previously we created an AMI. So I will show you that. And here you can see previously we created an AMI. This is the custom AMI. So that's why we need to select my AMIs. So when I select my AMIs, here you can see this is the AMI, custom AMI for EC2. This is the AMI which we have been created previously. So we need to directly select this, and we can select instance type like T2 micro is enough, and we need to select key pair, and I'm going to select this key pair, and I'm going to select VPC and subnet, and we need to select security group, and directly we can launch instance. Here again I am showing us using our custom AMI. Here you can see custom AMI for EC2. So when I come here, here you can see custom AMI for EC2. Previously we created custom AMI. Using this custom AMI, we are going to create this EC2 instance. So I'm going to select launch instance. Here you can give whatever, how many instance you want, guys. So if you want to install, that means if you want to launch 10 EC2 instance, you can directly give 10, and you can directly launch that many instances. So in this video, I'm going to launch only one instance, guys. So I'm directly selecting one, and we can directly select launch instance. So let's select instances, and you can see it is in pending state. Custom MI for instances is in pending state. And let's keep instance state is equal to running again. And it will show all the running instances here, guys. And you can see our instance is in running state, and we need to see here 2 by 2 checks pass. So right now it is in initializing state. So let's try to connect to this instance, and let's see. Previously when we create, I will show you guys. In this instance, we install HTTP web server, and we deployed one of the name like hello Vijay Girturi, and it will, and we have created an AMI, and using that AMI we created this EC2 instance. So using it will, in this instance also it will install automatically HTTP web server, and it will automatically install hello Vijay Girturi web page. So let's try to connect to this instance. So I will select directly connect, and here we need to select connect. And here we need to update first sudo m update -y and sudo -i to become root user. And now let's see our status of HTTP web server. So sudo system ctl status HTTPD, and you can see, guys, it is in active and running, and it is in enabled state. So it was automatically started, and it was enabled, and it was deploying our web page. So to access that, directly select this and copy public IPv4 address and paste it in a new tab. So here you can see guys, it was deploying hello Vijay Gate 2. So this is how you can use your custom AMI, and this instance we have created by using our custom AMI guys. And this is the structure right now we have been created. And yes guys, this is all about this video. And if you want to remove this custom AMI, if you want to remove this custom AMI, you can directly select this and you can go to actions, and you need to select deregister AMI first. You need to select deregister. You can see AMI has been removed. So this is how you can delete your AMI guys. And yes guys, this is all about this video. And if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel guys. And see you in the next video, and bye. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Vijay Girtori, and in this video, we are going to discuss about what is load balancer and how to create an application load balancer in AWS. So here, load balancer is a service which is provided by Amazon Web Services, which the incoming traffic is efficiently and automatically distributed to all the backend servers. In that manner, it improves the speed and performance. And when it comes to load balancers, here we are having three different types of load balancers, which is like application load balancer, network load balancer, and gateway load balancer. So to see that, you need to select EC2 and directly go for load balancers. And at last you can see load balancing, and you need to select load balancers, and you need to select create load balancer. Here you can see we are having three different types of load balancers, which is like application load balancer, network load balancer, and gateway load balancer. And here application load balance allows HTTP and HTTPS protocols, and it allows path-based routing. And network load balance allows TCP, UDP, TLS protocols, and it allows port-based routing. And gateway load balance is used by third-party applications. And in this video, we are going to create an application load balancer to distribute the load between two different EC2 instances. So I will show you one image guys. Here you can see to distribute the load between two different EC2 instances, we need to create EC2 instance in two different availability zones guys. Here you can see in image you can see availability zone 1, and this is availability zone 2. And after that we need to create a load balancer, and we need to create an one EC2 instance in availability zone 1 and another EC2 instance in availability zone 2. And we need to add these two EC2 instances to a target group, and we need to add the target group to an application load balancer. Then it will distribute the traffic to these two EC2 instances guys. And let's create an Amazon EC2 instance first. Directly go to EC2, and you need to select instances. And here you need to select launch instance. And before creating this instance, I want to show you something guys. I will select VPC, and here you can see this is the VPC which have been created previously. This is the custom VPC which have been created. And under subnets, here you can see I have created three different subnets, which is like public subnet 1, public subnet 1, public subnet 3. So when I select public subnet 1, here you can see this is the availability zone. I have created in availability zone US East 1A. And when I select public subnet 2, I have created in availability zone US East 1B. So when I select public subnet 3, I have created in availability zone US East 1C. So I have created these three subnets in three different availability zones to distribute the traffic between EC2 instances. So let's create an Amazon EC2 instance guys first, and I will explain you. Here I am giving the name like instance 1, instance 1, and here I am going to select Amazon Linux, and this is the MI 2023 MI, and we need to select instance type T2 micro is enough, and we need to select the key pair. And when it comes to networking settings, we need to select the VPC. Under this VPC, we are going to create this EC2 instance. And here you can see this is the subnet. Right now, we are having three different subnets. I have created three different subnets, and I'm going to select public subnet 1. And this public subnet 1 is created under availability zone of US East 1A. Here you can see US East 1A, and we need to select security group. I'm going to select this security group, and 8 GB is enough. And in advanced details, we are going to write user data. So I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Here, this is the shebang, guys, and here you can see update icon y means it will update our EC2 instance, and after that it will install HTTPD web server, and after that it will start HTTPD web server, and after that it will enable HTTPD web server using echo. It will display message like hello Vijay from hostname. Hostname means it will display private IP address of our EC2 instance, and it will display in where www HTML path, guys. So this is all about this, and we have created an availability zone. Here you can see we have created availability zone under US East 1A. Just remember this, guys. And I am going to select launch instance. So now one instance will be created. So here you can see it is in pending state. So let's create another EC2 instance. Select launch instance, and here I am giving instance 2. And here I am going to select AMI type like Amazon Linux and T2 micro and key pair EC2 key, and we need to select the VPC. Under this VPC we are going to create EC2 instance, and here previously we have created EC2 instance under public subnet 1, that means under availability zone of US East 1A. Right now I'm going to create under public subnet 2, that means under here you can see availability zone US East 1B. Under US East 1B I'm going to create this EC2 instance. So here we need to select security group, and 8 GB is enough. Here also I'm going to write EC2 user data. Same EC2 user data, guys, but it will assign private IP address to this EC2 instance. That private IP address will be displayed here. So let's select launch instance. Here you can see again I'm telling you we are going this instance 2 we are going to create under US East 1B. So I'm going to select launch instance, and let's keep here you can see one instance is in running state and other instance, let's reload this. See, instance 2 is in pending state. So let's keep instance state is equal to running. So it will display all the running instances here, guys. So right now, one instance is in running state. Previously, using EC2 user data, we have installed HTTPD web server and we have written something. So to check that, you need to copy this. You need to select instance 1 and you need to select public IPv4 address. You need to copy this and let's paste it here. And it will display message, guys. You can see hello Vijay from IP 10.0.0.0.254.ec2.internal. So just remember this 10.0.0.0.254. When I come here, you can see this is the private IPv4 address 10.0.0.0.254. It was displaying our private IP address. So let's reload this, and here you can see our instance 2 is in running state. So let's select this and let's select private IP address. Just remember this, guys. Private IP address of instance 2 is 10.0.1.229. So when I copy our private IP address here, it will display our instance 2 private IP address. Here you can see 10.0.1.229. This is the private IP address of our EC2 instance. Sorry, instance 2. Here you can see this is the private IP address. So to distribute the load between these two EC2 instances, we need to create a load balancers, guys. So in that purpose, to distribute the load between two different EC2 instances or any of the how many you can create how many EC2 instances, that is up to your wish. To distribute the load, we need to create a load balancers. So directly come to load balancers. So select load balancers, and you need to select create load balancer. And in this video, we are going to create an application load balancer. So we need to select under application load balancer, we need to select here create, and here we need to give the name of the load balancer. So when we create a load balancer, we need to create a target group, guys. Here when I come down, here you can see under load balancing, you can see first load balancers. Under load balancers, you can see here target groups. First, we need to create a target group, guys. Here target group is nothing but target group tells to a load balancer where to divert the traffic either to a fixed IP address or through a lambda functions, or it may be anything. So while creating a target group, I will explain you that. So let's create a load balancer, and I'm giving the name like my application load balancer for demo. I'm giving same like this, guys. And here you can see it was asking schema like internal facing, internet facing, or internal. That means this load balancer you are using is for internet or internal. So I'm going to use internet facing. So I'm going to select internet. And IP address type is I'm going to select IPv4 because we are using IPv4 address type. And here we need to select VPC, under which VPC we are going to create this load balancer. So I'm going to create under my VPC. So you need to select my VPC and you need to select the subnets guys here. Under this subnets, we are going to create this EC2 instances. So we need to select the subnets. You can see US East 1A, US East 1B, US East 1C. Right now we have created US East 1A and EC2, sorry, instance 1 is created under US East 1A and instance 2 is created under US East 1B. So I'm going to select this also guys, no problem. And we need to select security groups. I'm going to select SG security group, and this is the security group I'm selecting. And here you can see it was asking target group. And here the protocol which we are using is HTTP. And application load balance allows HTTP and HTTPS protocols, and these are the two. So here we are using HTTP. So the protocol which we are using is HTTP, and the default port of HTTP is 80. So we need to select 80, and we need to select here target group. So right now we haven't created a target group. So let's create a target group. So select this, and I will open it in a new tab. And here you need to select create target group. And here you can see, here target group is nothing but target group that tells to a load balancer where to divert a traffic either to a fixed IP addresses or through a lambda functions. And here you can see, when we are creating a target group, it was asking to which types you need to distribute the traffic either to EC2 instances or through any of the fixed IP addresses or through any of the lambda functions or through any of the application load balancer. In this video, we are going to distribute to this EC2 instances. So I am going to select instances and we need to give the target group name. So I am giving my target group for ALB application load balancer. Here we can see this is the name I am giving, and the protocol which we are using is HTTP, and the default port number of HTTP is 80 guys, and IP address type is IPv4, and we need to select the VPC under which VPC we are going to create. This is the VPC, my VPC, and we need to select the protocol version like HTTP1, and these are okay, and you need to select next. And here you can see, right now we created two different EC2 instances. So I will show you the EC2 instances to avoid your confusions guys. And I'll open this, and here you can see, right now we have created two different EC2 instances, instance 1 and instance 2, and under in two different availability zones like US East 1A and US East 1B. So when I come to target groups, here you can see these are the two EC2 instances. So we need to select these two EC2 instances, and we need to select here include as pending below. When I select include as pending below, it will, these two instances will register here guys. Here you can see it was added to targets, and we need to select create target group, and you can see target group has been created successful. So when I select target groups, here is, this is the target group. So when I select this target group, here in details you can see the target type is like instances. We have given target type instances, and protocol is HTTP. We are using the protocol HTTP, and the default port number of HTTP is 80, and the protocol version is HTTP1. And this is the VPC. Under this VPC we have created. And here you can see total targets we have given is 2. And in targets you can see we have given 2 targets. So it was showing here 2 targets, and the here it will show the healthy instances. So right now we are having 0 healthy instances. These are the 0 unhealthy instances. Right now these 2 targets is in unused. So that's why here it was showing unused. And when you come to targets, here it will show the all the target instances here. Right now it is in unused guys. Here you can see, and this is the availability zones. One is created under US East 1A and one is created under US East 1B. And the default port number of this is 80. Under this is running under HTTP. And this is the instances US East, instance 1 and instance 2. And this is the instance ID. And we have created uh, on April 8, 2024. And this is all about this guys, and you can monitor here and you can see health checks here and everything you can check here. So let's quickly come to load balancers, and here you can see we need to reload this and we need to drop down this. Here you can see here we need to select my target group for application load balancer. We have created this right now. We need to select this, and in this target group we have given our EC2 instances. So come down and you need to select create load balancer. So now it will create a load balancer. You can see it was throwing message like successfully created load balancer, and the load balancer name is my application load balancer for a demo. So let's go to load balancers, and here you can see this is the load balancer. So when I say here, you can see right now the status is in provisioning state. We need to see it in add to state, then only it will work, guys. We need to copy this DNS name and let's open it in a new tab. And when I select enter, it will not work. You can see the site can't be reached. So because it is in provisioning state, guys, to we need to see here add to state, and it takes nearly 3 to 4 to 5 minutes to come to add to state. Meanwhile, I will explain this. So when I select this load balancer, here you can see these are the details. The load balancer type which I have created is application load balancer. Right now the status is in provisioning state. We need to see here add to state. Under this VPC we have created this load balancer, and the IP address type is IPv4, and we have created on April 8, 2024, and these are the subnets. We have added the subnets to this load balancer, and these are the listeners and rules, guys. Listener is HTTP. Right now we are using HTTP, and this is the default port number of HTTP. And we have added this target group. We have given this target group to this load balancer. So forward to this target group. That means when we hit this, when we hit this, it will ask a target group to which we want to distribute the target. Then it will distribute the traffic to these two EC2 instances, guys. So that's why we created target groups. So let's go to network mapping. Here you can see all the network mapping, and under security, this is the security group which we are using for this load balancers and instances and everything. So let's reload this again. Again, still it is in provisioning state, guys. We need to see this in active state, and you can see it is in active state, guys. So let's directly come here. So when I reload this, you can see hello Vijay from 10.0.0.0.254. So this is the private IP address. Let's come here. 254 is instance 1. Here you can see for instance 1 the private IP address, private IPv4 address is 10.0.0.0.254. Here you can see 254. Again when I reload this, it will distribute traffic, guys. 10.0.1.229. So when I come to instances, so when I select instance 2, here you can see 10.0.1.229, and here you can see 10.0.1.229, and this is how it will distribute the traffic, guys. That's why we use load balancer to distribute the traffic between EC2 instances. So here you can see it was continuously distributing the traffic. So let's do one thing. Let's go to target groups, and here target groups we have given two targets, which is like instance 1 and instance 2. So uh, if you want to add one another EC2 instances, you can directly create an EC2 instance, and you can add here that EC2 instance, guys. And let's create right now. Here you can see it was distributing to only two EC2 instances. That is these two EC2 instances. And let's create one another EC2 instance. Let's attach that EC2 instance to this target group to distribute the load between another EC2 instance. Okay, guys, and let's create another EC2 instance. Select launch instance, and here you can see right now we have created under USS 1A and USS 1B. These are the availability zones, and we need to create EC2 instance in another availability zone. So we need to select launch instance, and here we need to give the instance name. I'm giving instance 3, and we need to select AMI type like Amazon Linux. You can select whatever you want, guys. I'm going to select Amazon Linux, and this is the instance type. We need to select the key pair, and we need to select the VPC. Under this VPC, I am going to create this. Then previously we have created under public subnet 1. That means availability zone 1A and public subnet 2 availability zone 1B. We have created this two. Now we are going to create public subnet 3. And this is under availability zone of US East 1C. So we need to select security group, and the default storage is 8 GB, and select advanced details, and let's write here user data. And I'll copy this again, and I'll paste it here. So same, guys, it will display message like hello Vijay from it will display host name. That means it will display private IP address of instance 3. And here you can see we have created under availability zone US East 1C. So let's launch instance. Select instances now, and let's reload this. And you can see instance 3 is in pending state, and let's keep instance state is equal to running, and let's reload this. Let's wait for some time, guys. And after creating this EC, you can see instance 3 is in running state, but it is in initializing state, guys. So let's copy public IPv4 address and paste it here. It will not work immediately, guys, because we need to see here 2 by 2 checks pass. Here right now it is in initializing state. After it comes to 2 by 2 checks pass, let's attach this EC2 instance 3 to this target group, guys. So when we added this instance 3 to this target group, this load balancer will distribute the load between these three EC2 instances, guys. So let's come here and let's reload this. And it is in initializing state. So let's come here and let's reload this. And you can see it was working. Hello Vijay from 10.0.2.109. At last you can see 2.109. So when I come here, you can see at last 2.109. So now let's add this instance tree to this load balancer. So we need to add this to target group. So when I come here, this is the load balancer DNS name. So when I reload this, it was distributing the traffic to two different EC2 instance, guys. You can see it was distributing to 0.254. That means it is instance 1. So when I reload this is instance 2. So it was distributing to this two EC2 instances. Let's add this instance 3 also. Let's go to target groups, and here we need to select register targets. And here you can see this is the instance 3. Right now we have created, and we need to select this instance 3, and you need to select include as pending below. Right now you can see we have added instance 3 also. Here you can see, and we need to select register pending targets. You need to select this. So when I reload this, you can see in targets 3 instances, we can see it is in initializing state, guys. We need to see here a healthy state. And let's see again, private IP address of our instance 3 is 2.109. Let's come here and let's reload this again, guys. 2.103, sorry, 2.109. Here you can see 2.109 and 2.109 is coming, guys. Here you can see it was distributing the load to 2.109. So this is how load balancer works, guys. Right now it was distributing the load to these three EC2 instances, guys. In target groups, you can see we have three different EC2 instances. So let's cross check this. 2.109 is instance 3. Here you can see 2.109 is instance 3. And let's reload this again. 0.254. At last you can see. So let's come to instances and let's select instance 2. And let's select instance 1. Here you can see 0.254. Here you can see 0.254. This is instance 1. And we need to see instance 2. So when I select reload 1.229. So when I come here, so when I select instance 2, 1.229. So here you can see, guys, it was distributing the load to these three EC2 instances. Here you can see when I reload, it was continuously distributing the load to these three EC2 instances. And this is how load balancer works, guys. And these are the three EC2 instances. And you can see in target group these three EC2 instances. And if you want to deregister any of the EC2 instance, so let's see if you want to deregister this instance 2, directly select this and come here and select deregister. You need to select instance and you need to select deregister, and it will not distribute load to this instance 2, guys. Now here you can see it is in draining. So when I come here, let's see instance 2 private IP address. instance to private IP address is 1.229. Now it will not work, guys, because we deregistered in target groups. So let's come here and let's reload this. You can see it was distributing to only two EC2 instances, but it was not distributing to the third EC2 instances. We have deregistered that. You can see, guys, it was not showing 1.229 IP. So we have deregistered that. You can see it is in draining state. It was gone, guys. It will not work. You can see successfully deregistered one target. So now it will not work, guys. That means it will work, but it will not distribute the load to that EC2 instance. It will only distribute to these two EC2 instances. And to check the log data between, that means if you want to check the log data, let's connect to this instance one session SSH. You need to paste this and here EC2 icon user and OK. Why it was not working? Let's see. For this EC2 key, okay, let's log in again. Let's remove this. We need to paste private IP address here and EC2 hyphen user. We need to give the path of the key pair, guys. Here you can see EC2 key. Okay. Okay, you can see it was connected. Let's see. Sudo m update hyphen y and sudo hyphen I to become root user. Now let's see the logs of our load balancer, guys. So you need to come to cd where log and here you need to select HTTPD. And when I hit LL, here you can see access logs and error logs. You need to go to access log. So tail hyphen 50f access logs. So you can see it was showing all the logs of instance one, guys. Here you can see this is the instance one. Here you can see continuously it was showing like 8th April 2024. Right now the date is 8th April, guys. It was continuously showing the load. So when I reload this, it will continuously generate logs, guys, here. So when I come here, you can see it was continuously generate logs, guys. So you can see the log data here also same like this. You can log into instance 2 and you can check the logs, or else you can log into instance 3 and you can check the logs. And this is how load balancer work, guys. And now this is all about this video. And if you want to delete this load balancer, and my suggestion is after completing this video, after completing your practice or it may be anything, try to remove this load balancer, guys, because load balance is not free. It will charge some of the amount from you, not some of the amount. It will charge a large amount from you. So that's why try to remove this load balancer. So if you want to remove this target group first, it will not remove, guys. First you need to remove load balancer. After that only you can remove target group. So let's try to remove this target group. Go to action. So when I select this, it will not delete, guys. You can see it will throw an error. My target group for application load balance is currently in use by a listener or a rule. So it was selecting right now. It is in working. So we need to remove load balancer first, guys. So directly select this and select actions, and you need to select delete load balancer, and you need to select confirm, and you need to select delete. So you can see, guys, our load balancer has been deleted. Right now we don't have any load balancers. So when I come to target groups, we need to select actions and we need to select delete target. You need to select delete and you need to select S delete. Target group currently in use. So let's reload this. Let's go to actions, select delete, yes delete. And you can see, guys, our successfully deleted target group. It was throwing message. Right now we don't have target group and we don't have load balancer. And when I select this, it will not work, guys. This is the load balancer DNS name. Now it will not work. You can see it was continuously loading, but it will not work because we removed target group and we removed an application load balancer. So you can see guys, it was not working. So yes guys, this is all about this video, and try to do this project guys, and not project, try to do this video. And yes guys, if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel guys, and see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Vijay Girtori, and in this video, we are going to discuss about what is auto scaling group and how to create an auto scaling group using launch template. So here, auto scaling group is nothing but auto scaling group is the collection of EC2 instances, and auto scaling group is a feature that automatically adjusts the number of EC2 instances based on the desired environment and automatically replaces the unhealthy instances. So just look this diagram, guys. So let's assume if you are maintaining a website in a real life, the load on your website and application can change, have different loads. So the more users you have, the more population going to be, and the more load you are going to have. So in the cloud, you can create and get rid of servers very quickly. And in this slide, you can see one thing of auto scaling group is scale out. That means you can add EC2 instance to increase load. Scaling. That means you can remove EC2 instance to decrease load. And you can ensure that EC2 instance can increase and decrease the minimum and maximum number of machines running in an auto scaling group. And finally, we can automatically register new instance to a load balancer. And here you can see autoscaling is a cloud computing feature that enables organization to scale cloud services such as server capacities or virtual machines up or down automatically based on defined situations such as traffic utilization levels. So here are the some of the benefits of autoscaling groups, and some of the benefits are we can improve resource utilization and cost effectiveness, scalability, high availability and easy management. So these are the some of the benefits of autoscaling group. So when we create any of the autoscaling group, it will ask minimum size, desired capacity, and maximum size. So I will explain you all this by creating auto scaling group. And at last you can see in this slide. So in this video, we are going to create launch template, and using that launch template, we are going to create auto scaling group. And in next video, I'll explain you how to create auto scaling group with an application load balancer. So here you can see in next video, we are going to create an application load balancer, and using this application load balancer, we are going to create auto scaling group guys. So in this video, we are going to create launch template, and using that launch template, we are going to create auto scaling group. So here launch template is nothing but in launch template contains the informations like instance types, operating systems, networking, storage. And whenever any instance is terminated with some workload, then automatically new instance will be created by default with this same configurations. That's why in auto scaling group, we use launch template. So let's quickly log into AWS management console and let's create auto scaling groups. So here you can see this is my AWS management console, and let's navigate to EC2, and at last here you can see guys auto scaling groups, and here you can see first we need to create launch template. So when we create a launch template, we can create auto scaling group. So let's enter into auto scaling group first, and here we need to select create auto scaling group. So here you can see, so when we create any of the auto scaling group, it will ask first name of the auto scaling group. So here I am giving name like auto scaling group for demo. So here you can see I'm giving the name like auto scaling group for demo, and here launch template. You can see it was asking launch template. Here launch template is nothing but in launch template contains the informations like instance types, operating systems, networking, storage, each and everything. So whenever any instance is terminated with some workload, then automatically new instance will be created by the with the launch template configurations. So you can create launch template in two different ways. Guys. Here you can directly select create a launch template. So here, so while clicking this, you can create a launch template. Here you can see it was navigated to launch template. Here you can create. So or else select this, and here you can see select launch template. So I will open it in a new tab, and I'll create it here guys. So here you can see Right now we don't have any of the launch template, so I will create a launch template. So we need to select create launch template, and we need to give name of the template. So I'm giving demo template, and we need to give the description name. So I'll copy this and I'll paste it here, guys. Same name I'm giving here. So we need to check mark this, and here you can see we need to select EMI. It is operating system, guys. So select quick start. Right now I don't have any AMIs, custom AMI, so I'm selecting this quick start AMIs. So I'm going to select Amazon Linux. Here you can select whatever you need. So I'm going with Amazon Linux and 2023 AMI, and architecture is 64-bit, guys. And here I'm going to select instance type. So here also you can select whatever you need. So in this video I'm going with the free tier eligibility, which is T2 micro. So it comes with 1 CPU and 1 GB of memory, and family is T2. So I'm going to select free type, and we need to select the key pair. It is the login credentials for our EC2 instance. So here you can see this is the key I'm giving to this EC2 instance, EC2 key. And in subnets, I'm going with in networking settings, I'm going with the default one. And when it comes to firewall is nothing but security groups, and it gives security to the instance level, guys. And we need to select. I'm going to select the existing security group. Here I'm going to select SG. This is the security group I'm going to select, and I'm going with the default storage and everything. And here you can see in advanced details, I'm going to write user data. Here I'm going to write a user data, guys. So this is the user data. I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Here you can see first this is the shebang, guys, and it will update instance. First it will update instance, and after it will install HTTPD web server, and after it will start HTTPD web server, and after it will enable HTTPD web server, and using echo it will display message like hello Vijay from host name. That means it will display our instance private IPv4 address, guys, and it will store in where www HTML format, guys, and it will store in this path index.html. It will store here, guys. So here you can see again I am telling you it contains in launch template contains the informations like instance types, operating systems, networking, storage, each and everything. So when our instance is terminated with some workload, then automatically new instance will be created by default with these same configurations. So that's why when we create auto scaling groups, we create a launch template. So I'm going to select here directly create launch template. So let's select launch templates and let's reload this. Here you can see this is the template which we have been created right now, and the name of the template is demo template. And here you can see all the details. Launch template ID. This is the template ID, and this is the template name, and version is one, and this is our owner ID and Vijay Girduri you can see, and you can see all the things like instance type and T2 micro. This is our AMI ID, instance AMI ID, and we are not selected any of the availability zone. So and these are the key pair which have been given to this launch template EC2 key. So this is the security group ID and everything. So let's come to auto scaling group, and let's when I select here, so it was not showing. So just reload this, just reload this, and here you can see now it was showing demo template. So I'm going to select this, and here you can see all the details like template ID and instance type T2 micro, and this is our instance AMI ID. That means our template AMI ID, and we have not given security groups. Sorry, we have given security groups. This is the security group ID, and this is the key pair EC2 key and everything. And we have created on this date, and directly select next. And right now we are in step 2. And in step 2 here you can see it was again showing instance type requirements. This is our launch template requirements and everything. Here we need in networking. Here you can see, guys, in step 2 in networking we need to select VPC. So I'm going to select VPC. This is the default VPC. So I'm not going with the default VPC, or else you can directly select your default VPC. There is no problem. So I'm going to select the custom VPC which you have been created. So I'm going to select subnets. So I'm going to select these 3 subnets. So why I'm going to select these 3 subnets means our auto scaling group will create instance in these 3 subnets, guys. So that's why I'm going to select these 3 subnets for high availability, guys. And I'm going to select next. This is the step 2, and I'm going to select next. And here you can see in step 3 load balancing. So in this video I'm going to select no load balancer. So we are going with only launch template, and we are going to create auto scaling group. So in next video, I will explain you how to create auto scaling group with a load balancer. So here you can see when we want application load balancer, we can directly select here. Attach an existing load balancer means you can create your own load balancer and you can attach that load balancer here, or else you can create a new load balancer by selecting here. So in this video, I'm not going with the load balancer, so I'm going to select this and everything is okay. And here you can see health check rate period. I'm going to give here 20 and okay, leave this all guys, and I'm going to select next. And here you can see it was asking desired capacity. So when we select instances, so when I select instances, here you can see right now we don't have any EC2 instance. So here you can see when I reload, here we don't have any EC2 instance. So when we create auto scaling group, it will ask desired capacity and maximum capacity and minimum capacity. So here desired capacity I'm giving 2. So when we create auto scaling group, it will continuously maintain 2 instance guys. So I'm giving 2, or else you can give 5, or else you can give 10 according to your needs and according to your uh, or else everything. And I'm going to give here 2. So automatically it will maintain 2 instance. So minimum I'm giving 1, or else yes, minimum I'm giving 1, maximum desired capacity I'm giving 4. So here why I'm giving 4 means maximum capacity, why I'm giving 4 means, so if there is any high traffic for these instances, automatically our load balancers, so sorry, our auto scaling group will create 3 or 4 instance. Maximum it will create 4 instances, guys. Or else if you keep here 10, if traffic is high for these instances or traffic is high for our website, automatically it will increase instances and it will distribute the load, guys. So that's why we need to give the desired capacity. Automatically it will adjust instances by using auto scaling group. So here I'm going to give 4. So when the traffic is high, automatically it will increase 2 instance to 3 or 4 instances, guys. So that's why I'm giving 4. So let's select next. So we have not selected here. Here you can see we have not, in third step we have not selected load balancer. So that's why it was not showing any of the options. So we're going to select next. And here you can see we have given desired capacity to. So automatically it will create 2 instances. Right now here you can see we don't have any EC2 instance. So it will create 2 instances and the minimum capacity is 1 and maximum capacity is 4. So when the traffic is high, it will increase instances, guys. So that's why I have given maximum instances is 4. So I'm going to select next, and I'm going to select next and next. And it was showing all the review, guys. Here you can see this is the launch template which you have been given. In networking we have selected this VPC. This is our custom VPC which I have been given, and these are the 3 subnets which we have been given to this auto scaling group. So auto scaling group will create instances in these 3 subnets, guys. And here you can see we have not given load balancer, so it was not showing load balancer. And health checks we have given 20 seconds, and we have not given monitoring and everything. And the desired capacity we have given 2. So it will create auto scaling group minimum 2 EC2 instances, and when the traffic is high, automatically it will increase to 3 to 4 instances. The maximum instances is 4, guys, we have given. So I'm going to select here create auto scaling group. So when I select create auto scaling group, here automatically 2 instances will be created, guys, because we have given desired 2. So I will show you that. Select create auto scaling group. So here you can see it is in updating capacity. So let's reload this. Here it is in updating. So status is in updating, guys. Let's wait for some time. Let's go to instances and let's reload this. And here you can see auto scaling group is created 2 EC2 instance. One is in pending and another is in pending, and it was created with T2 micro. So when I select here launch template, it created with this same configurations, guys. It created with this same configurations. EC2 instance is created with the same launch template configurations. That's why in auto scaling group we use launch template. So here you can see, let's reload this. And again, when we create launch template in EC2 user data, we have given to install automatically HTTP web server and everything. And let's open that by using this instance public IPv4 address. So here it is in initializing state. We need to see here 2 by 2 checks pass, guys. And let's wait for some time. Meanwhile, let's select auto scaling group. So let's reload this. Let's select this. And here you can see in details it was showing each and everything. And this is our auto scaling group name which you have given, auto scaling group for demo. And desired capacity we have given is 2, and the desired capacity type is units, number of instances we have given is 4, and date of creation is in this date we have created. And the desired capacity we have given is 2, and maximum capacity is 1, and sorry, minimum capacity is 1 and maximum capacity is 4. So here you can see desired capacity is 2. So that's why here created 2 EC2 instance. So I previously said like when we select in desired state 3 to 4 or 5 instance. So when we select 5 instance, here automatically 5 instance will be created. So in maximum capacity, so when our any traffic is high for this for our website, so automatically when we give here 10 or 20 instances, so it will increase to 4 instance. Sorry, here when we give 5 instance, then automatically it will increase to 10 or 15 or 20 according to its needs, guys. Automatically auto scaling group will automatically adjust our EC2 instance, guys. So that's why we use auto scaling groups. So let's access our HTTPD web server. So here you can see, let's give here name, guys. So here I'm giving instance 1, or else let's give ins1. And here you can see it was showing now, and let's give ins2. So let's copy our instance one public IPv4 address, and I'll paste it in a new tab here, and I'll enter. And here you can see it was showing like hello Vijay from, and this is our instance private IPv4 address, guys. Just remember this 10.0.1.42. So when I come here, so when I select instances, here you can see our private IPv4 address is 10.0.1.42. Here you can see 10.0.1.42. So let's select another EC2 instance. Let's copy our public IPv4 address, and I'll paste it in a new tab here, and I'll select enter. Here you can see hello Vijay from 10.0.2.46. So when I come here in instances, you can see 10.0.2.46, and here you can see 10.0.2.46. So let's come to load balancers. And here you can see, guys, and details. I explained you all this. And in launch template, here you can see this is our template details. And using this template details only, our instance has been created, guys. These two instance has been created by using launch template details, launch template information, or else. So let's come to auto scaling group again. And here you can see, and in network, here you can see we have given 3 availability zones. That means 3 different subnets we have given. You can see US East 1A, US East 1B, US East 1C. So let's come to instances, and let's check here. So here you can see one instance is created in US East 1B, one instance is created in US East 1C. So this is how auto scaling group will create instances. So that's why we need to give our subnets, guys. So let's come to auto scaling groups again, and this is our subnet ID. This is our 3 subnets IDs. And let's come here, and we have not given everything like load balancers or everything. So let's come to activity. In activity session, here you can see activity history. So history is nothing but it will show all the EC2 instance informations like. So using auto scaling group, we have created these 2 EC2 instance. So it will display these 2 EC2 information here, guys. In auto scaling group activity session, it will display. Here you can see in activity it was displaying. So right now it was in running state, so that's why it is showing successful. And here you can see launching a new instance, and this is our instance id, one instance id, and this is our second instance id. And here you can see at this is the time, and a user request created an auto scaling group change the desired capacity from 0 to 2. At here you can see this is the date, and an instance was started to respond to different between desired and actual capacity, increasing the capacity from 0 to 2. So we have even created 2 instances, so that's why it was showing. And here you can see this is the start date and this is the end date, and it was showing everything. So now let's do one thing, guys. Let's come to instances, and let's try to terminate one EC2 instance. So then you can understand auto scaling group will create auto instances automatically. So let's assume for instance one traffic is very high. So instance 1 is terminated with some workload. So then auto scaling group will create automatically new EC2 instance. So I will show you that, guys. So let's terminate this EC2 instance. So select this instance and I will terminate this instance. You can see that's why I've given naming convention here. I'm creating destroying this instance one. So I'm going to select terminate instance. I'm going to select terminate. So just observe, guys, within few seconds auto scaling group will create new EC2 instance because we have given desired capacities to. So continuously it will maintain two EC2 instance, guys. So let's reload this. Right now it is in shutting down state. So let's come to auto scaling group and let's come to activity and let's just reload this. We'll reload this and one instance will be destroyed. So I will show you that also, guys. Let's come to instances. Instance is still in shutdown state, so that's why it was not showing. Let's wait for some time. And here you can see one instance is terminated. So let's reload and let's reload and let's reload again. Or else let's come to auto scaling group and let's reload this. And here you can see, guys, not yet in service. One instance is not yet in service. That's our instance is terminated. So here you can see an instance was launched in response to unhealthy instances needing to be replaced. So one instance is terminated. So that's why one EC2 instance has been created. Automatically, auto scaling group has created new EC2 instance. Let's come to EC2. Let's come here. So when here you can see two instances are showing. So let's reload this. Here you can see automatically new instance is created. It is in running state. And here you can see it is in initializing state. And it is created in US East 1A. Here you can see this instance is created in US East 1B and this instance, new instance is created in US East 1A. So when I again select this, when I select this instance 2 and when I select terminate, automatically again new instance will be created by default, guys. Auto scaling group will automatically maintain desired instances. So if traffic is very high, it will increase instances. Here you can see in details you can see maximum capacity we have given for. So when the capacity is high it will increase to 3 or 4 instances, guys, and this is how auto scaling group works. So again let's come here and let's select this and let's copy IPv4 address and let's reload this and it is working and let's reload this and I think it will not work. So this is our instance one private IPv4 address. So it was, see, it was loading but it will not work, guys. So let's remove this and let's paste our instance one, our third instance IP, public IPv4 address. And here you can see this is our new instance private IPv4 address. I'm going to copy this and I'll open it in a new tab, guys. Here I will open it and I will select enter. So here it will display message, guys, and here you can see hello Vijay from 10.0.0.229. So when I come here, here you can see our private IPv4 address is 10.0.0.229. So I think you can understand how auto scaling group works. For your information, again I'm going to give here instance 3 and I will terminate instance 2, guys, and again you can understand auto scaling group will create new instance. So let's come to auto scaling group and let's come to activity and let's reload this and here you can see one instance is in stopped state, terminated and stopped. It was showing successful, guys, but here you can see terminated or stopped. One instance is not running and two instances are in running, up and running. So now let's do one thing. Now let's terminate instance 2. Let's terminate this instance. So I'm going to select instance state. I'm going to select terminate instance. So again auto scaling group will create new instance, guys. So let's reload this and here you can see our instance 2 is in shutting down state. So let's come to auto scaling group and let's reload this and it will show here, guys. We need to wait for some time. Let's come to instances and let's reload here. Still it is in shutting down state, so that's why it was not creating. So when it is in terminated, so automatically auto scaling group will create new EC2 instance. So here let's see. Again, here you can see we're in activity, and here you can see not yet in service. One service has been replaced, guys. And let's come to instances. And right now here you can see our instance 2 is terminated. So when I reload this again, new instance will be created. And here you can see this is new EC2 instance and it is in running and it is in initializing state. So just observe, guys, all these instances created with T2 micro, and here you can see it was created in USC 1C. So all these instances are created with this launch template configuration. So that's why again I'm telling you, when we create auto scaling group, we need to create a launch template. So let's come here and let's access, guys. And you can see our instance 2 is terminated. So when I reload this, it will not work, guys. Let's leave this like this and let's copy new instance private public IPv4 address. Select this new EC2 instance and copy public IPv4 address, and I'll paste it in a new tab again. And when I hit enter, it will display message, guys, again here. Here you can see hello Vijay from IP 10.0.139. So when I go to instances, here you can see our private IPv4 is address is 10.0.2.139. This is our private IPv4 address. So here you can see our instance 2 is the site can't be reached. So it was terminated. So it was terminated and automatically auto scaling group has created new EC2 instance, guys. Here you can see we have terminated these two EC2 instance, and when we terminate these two EC2 instances, automatically auto scaling group has created another two EC2 instances. So that is why we called high availability. And this is auto scaling group, guys. And let's reload here, and it will display each and everything, guys. You can observe here each and everything, and here you can see an instance was taken out of service, and in response to add health check indicated in it's have been terminated or stopped. So one instance is stopped and another instance is stopped, and again new two instance has been created. So this is how you can create auto scaling group, and you can create EC2 instances, and you can maintain EC2 instances, guys. So yes, guys, this is all about this video, and in next video I'll explain you how to create auto scaling group with an application load balancer. In this diagram you can see again, I'll explain you same like this. I'll create an application load balancer, and using that load balancer, we are going to create auto scaling group, guys. So yes, guys, this is all about this video. Again, I want to tell you, when you are doing this lab, after completing your practice, try to remove auto scaling group, guys. So auto scaling group will charge more amount from you. That's why I'm telling you, try to remove your auto scaling group when you completed your lab. So I'm going to terminate my auto scaling group. So this is my auto scaling group. So to terminate this, you need to select. So when you select, sorry, yes, guys, here you can see when you want to terminate this auto scaling group, you need to select these instances. So again, I'm telling you, when you terminate this EC2 instance, automatically auto scaling group will create continuously EC2 instances. So to avoid this, you need to remove first auto scaling group, guys. So when you remove auto scaling group, automatically this instance will be terminated. So if you continuously terminate these instances, then auto scaling group will continuously create EC2 instances. So that's why we need to remove first auto scaling group. So directly come to auto scaling group, and you need to select our auto scaling group. This is the auto scaling group which I have been created. I'm going to select this, and you need to select actions, and here you can see we need to select delete, and here you need to select delete to confirm, and you need to select delete. Now auto scaling group will be here. You can see auto scaling group is in deleting state, guys. So let's reload this and let's come to instances. Automatically instance will be destroyed, guys. That means automatically this EC2 instance will be terminated. Let's reload, and here you can see it is in shutting down state, 2 EC2 instance. So this will also will not work. So let's reload this. This 2 also will not work, guys, and it will be terminated. 2 EC2 instance will be terminated, and our auto scaling group also will be terminated. Right now it is in deleting state. Let's wait for some time. So my suggestion is After completing your lab, try to remove this auto scaling group, guys. So if you haven't removed this auto scaling group, you will charge more money from Amazon. So that's why I'm telling you, try to remove your auto scaling group when you complete your practice. So here you can see this site can't be reached. I'm going to remove this and I'm going to remove this, and let's reload this. Instance 2 instance has been terminated. So let's come here and let's reload this. And you can see we don't have auto scaling group. Auto scaling group has been removed. So this is how you can create auto scaling group using launch template. So let's remove our launch template also, guys. I'll come to launch template and I'm going to select this and I'm going to select actions and I'm going to select delete template and delete, and we need to select delete. So auto scaling group also removed, guys. So this is how we can create auto scaling group using launch template. And in next video, let's create auto scaling group using same like this, guys. Let's create auto scaling group using this uh, application load balancer. So yes, guys, this is all about this video. And if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Vijay Giditori, and in this video, we are going to discuss about how to create auto scaling group using an application load balancer. So here you can see auto scaling group is nothing but auto scaling group is a collection of EC2 instances, and auto scaling group is a feature that automatically adjusts the number of EC2 instances based on the desired environment and automatically replaces the unhealthy instances. So in this diagram, just observe this diagram, guys. So let's assume if you are maintaining a website in a real life, the load on your website and application can change, have different loads. So the more users you have, the more population going to be, and the more users you are going to have. So in the cloud, you can create and get rid of things very quickly. And here you can see in this slide, one thing of auto scaling group is scale out. That means you can add EC2 instances to increase load. Scale in. That means you can remove EC2 instances to decrease load. And we can ensure that EC2 instances can increase and decrease the minimum and maximum number of machines running in an auto scaling group. And finally, we can automatically register new instances to a load balancer. And in this slide, you can see auto scaling is a cloud computing feature that enables organization to scale cloud services such as server capacity or virtual machines up or down automatically based on defined situations such as traffic utilization levels. So here are the some of the benefits of auto scaling group, and these are the some of the benefits, guys. Here you can see we can improve resource utilizations, cost effectiveness, scalability, high availability, and easy management. So when we create any of the auto scaling group, it will ask minimum size and desired capacity and maximum size. So I'll explain you all this by creating auto scaling groups. And here you can see, and in previous video, I explained you how to create auto scaling group with launch template. And in this video, I will explain you how to create auto scaling group with an application load balancer. So let's quickly log into AWS Management Console and let's create auto scaling group. So here you can see this is my AWS Management Console, and we need to navigate to EC2. And here at last you can see auto scaling groups. So we need to select auto scaling groups, and here we need to select create auto scaling group. So we first, when we create auto scaling group, we need to give the name of the auto scaling group, guys. So here I'm giving my auto scaling group for demo. See, guys, I'm giving this is the name. You can give whatever you want. So when we create auto scaling group, we need to create launch template, guys. So here launch template is nothing but in launch template, it contains the informations like instance types, operating systems, networking, storage, each and everything. So I will explain you by creating launch template, guys. So you can create launch template in two different ways. You can directly select here create launch template, or else select this, and here you can see under instances, here you can see launch template. I'll open this. Right now we don't have any launch templates. Here you can see this is the previous one. I will delete this and I will create a new launch template. I'm going to delete this, and let's create new launch template. So right now we don't have any launch templates, so I'm going to create new launch template. So you need to select create launch template, and we need to when we create launch template, we need to give the name. So here I'm giving demo template. So the same name I'm giving to description, guys. And in previous video I explained you all this. So we need to check mark this auto scaling guidance, so it will guide you. And we need to select EMI, guys. So I'm going to select Amazon Linux. You can select here whatever you want. And here you can see Amazon Linux 2023 MI architecture is 64-bit, and we need to select instance type. So I'm going with the free tier eligible T2 micro. So it comes with one CPU and 1 GB of memory. So I'm going to select this. And here we need to select key pair. So I'm going to select this key, and I'm going with the default one subnets. And here I'm going to select security group. I'm going to select the security group, and I'm going with the default storage and everything. In advanced details, I'm going to write here user data. So I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. So here this is Shebang guys, and first it will update our instance. After it will install HTTPD web server, and it will start HTTPD web server, and it will enable HTTPD web server, and using echo it will display hello Vijay from host name. That means it will display instance private IP address, and it will store in where www HTML, and it will store in index.html path guys. So here you can see I'm going to create with Amazon Linux. And here you can see I'm going to select Amazon Linux. So I'm going to select here create launch template. So here you can see this is the template which we have been created right now guys. So it contains all the informations like instance types, operating systems, networking, storage, each and everything. So whenever any instance is terminated with some workload, then automatically auto scaling group will create new instance with this same configuration. So that's why we use launch templates. So let's come to auto scaling groups. So here you can see this is the template. So again I will reload this. So I'm going to select this demo template. So here you can see these are the all the details for when we create a launch template. The description we have given demo template, and this is the template ID. And here you can see instance type we have given T2 micro, and this is the AMI ID instance AMI ID. This is the key pair which have been given to our launch template, and this is the security group ID which have been given to our launch template. So this is the creation date. So let's directly select next. And right now we are in step 2. Here you can see instance type requirements. Here you can see all the that means you can see here launch template requirements guys. And in networking we need to select VPC. So here I'm going to select custom VPC which I have been created. This is my VPC. So here you can go with the default one. There is no problem guys. So I'm going with the custom one which I have been created. So I'm going to select my VPC, and here we need to select subnets. So we need to select the subnets. Then auto scaling group will create instances in these three subnets guys. So that's why we need to select subnets, and this is the step 2. And I'm going to select next. And in previous video I explained you how to create auto scaling group without load balancer. So in this video I'll explain you how to create auto scaling group with an application load balancer. So if you are having existing load balancer, you can directly select that load balancer by selecting this, or else you can directly select this. Then auto scaling group will create a new application load balancer for you. Not only application load balancer, you can select here application load balancer at network load balancer. So in this video I'll explain you how to create auto scaling group with an application load balancer. So when I select here load balancers, right now we don't have any load balancers guys. Here you can see right now we don't have even one load balancer. So when I select target groups, we don't have any of the target groups here. Here you can see we don't have any target groups. And let's open instances. Here you can see in this we don't have even one instance. Here you can see we don't have instances, we don't have target groups, and we don't have load balancers. Here you can see we don't have load balancers and everything. So auto scaling group will automatically create each and everything. And here you can see I'm going to select attach new load balancer. That means right now we don't have any load balancer. So auto scaling group will automatically create a new application load balancer for us. So here you can see I'm going to select here application load balancer, or else you can select network load balancer, or that is up to your wish. So I'm going with application load balancer, and this is the name my auto scaling group for demo 1. That means for our load balancer this is the name, or else you can change your name guys. You can give whatever you want. So I'm going with the default one. Here you can see load balancer schema. That means if you want to route this either internal or internet facing. So I want to expose this to outside of the world. So that's why I'm going to select here internet facing. And here you can see in network mapping, this is the VPC which have been attached, and these are the three subnets which have been attached. And here you can see we need to give here target group. So right now we don't have any target group. Here you can see we don't have any target group. So we need to select here create a target group. Then auto scaling group will automatically create application load balancer. Then at that point of time, auto scaling group will create automatically a target group for us. So I'm going to select create a target group, and in health check grace period I'm going to give here 30, or else I will give 25, and I'm going to select next. And here you can see right now we are in fourth stage. So here you can see when we create auto scaling group, it will ask desired capacity and maximum desired capacity and minimum desired capacity. So here you can see in diagram, and here you can see when we create auto scaling group, it will ask minimum size and desired capacity and maximum size. So we need to use this, guys. So desired I'm giving 2, or else you can give 4 or 5 or 10 according to your rates. Mostly they will give up to 4 to 5, guys. And here I'm going to give 2, and minimum I'm giving 1, and maximum I'm giving here 3, or else maximum I will give 5, guys, here. So automatically first when we select create auto scaling group, then automatically auto scaling group will continuously maintain 2 EC2 instances. Here you can see right now we don't have any EC2 instances, but when we select create auto scaling group, when we give here desired capacity to, so automatically continuously auto scaling group will maintain 2 instances, guys. So when uh, when the traffic is very high to our website, then automatically auto scaling group will increase instances to 3 to 4 or 5. Here maximum we have given 5. That means automatically auto scaling group will increase instances, guys. So that's why we need to give here maximum capacity. So I'm giving maximum capacity 5, and I'm going to select next. So here you can see, guys, sorry I'm forgot this. Here we need to select target tracking scaling policy. So in previous video we selected no scaling policies, we have not given any of the scaling policies. So in this video let's give scaling policy. So we need to select a target tracking scaling policy. So here this is the policy name. We let's go with the default one. So here you can see we need to select metric type. So either you want to track for your CPU utilization or average network in bits or average networks in bytes or everything. So I'm going to select average CPU utilization. So here you can see I'm giving here target value 25. Let's give 30, or else let's give 25. Here, why I'm giving 25 means whenever CPU utilization has crossed this 25%, then automatically auto scaling group will increase 2 instances to 3 instances or 4 instances or 5 instances, guys. So that's why I'm giving here target value. So in real time, they use mostly 75 to 80%. So here, when I give here 75%, so whenever CPU utilization has crossed 75%, then auto scaling group will automatically increase EC2 instances to 3 to 4 or 5. Maximum we have given 5. So that's like it will increase. So when we give 75, it will take more and more time, guys. So for practice, I am giving 25. So whenever CPU utilization is crossed 25%, then automatically auto scaling group will increase EC2 instances, guys. Either 3 to 4 or 5. Maximum we have given 5. And here also instant warm up, I am giving 25. And here I am going to select next. And we don't need any of the notifications. You can give CloudWatch notifications here, guys. So we don't need that. And I'm going to select next. I'm going to select next. And here review. You can review each and everything. And here you can see for our auto scaling group, this is the name which we have given. My auto scaling group for demo. And the version is default. And this is the template which we have been attached to our auto scaling group, which is demo template. And in networking, you can see this is the VPC which have been attached to our auto scaling group. And these are the subnets. And you can see we have attached we have creating a load balancer to this auto scaling group. So auto scaling group will automatically create application load balancer, and it will create automatically a target group, guys. Here you can see. And here you can see for health checks we have given 25 seconds, and we have disabled monitoring. That means we haven't attached CloudWatch, so that's why it was not showing. And here you can see in group size we have given desired to. So when we select here create auto scaling group, then auto scaling group will create automatically two EC2 instances. Right now here you can see again I am showing you we don't have EC2 instances, we don't have target groups here, and we don't have load balancers here. You can see each and everything we don't have anything. So auto scaling group will create everything. So let's directly select create auto scaling group. So here you can see guys, it is in updating capacity, and let's reload this. It is in updating. So let's come to instances and let's reload this. And here you can see auto scaling group has created two EC2 instances. Right now these two EC2 instances in pending state. So I will give the name guys, instance 1, and here I am giving instance 2. Why I am giving this instance means guys, I will in this video I will increase CPU utilization. So in when we are creating auto scaling group, I have shown you we have given 25% CPU utilization. So whenever 25% CPU utilization is crossed, then automatically auto scaling group will increase EC2 instances. So that's why here I am giving naming conventions. So I will increase CPU utilization to these two EC2 instances, then auto scaling group will automatically increase EC2 instances. So let's come to load balancers, and let's reload this load balancer. And here you can see auto scaling group has created a new load balancer. And here you can see right now it is in provisioning state. We need to see here active state. So let's come to target groups and let's reload this. And you can see here auto scaling group has created a target group, and let's open this and let's go to targets. And here you can see these two targets. That means auto scaling group has created two EC2 instance, because here you can see we have given desired state two instances. So that's why here you can see in auto scaling group, here you can see desired two. That's why auto scaling group has created two EC2 instance, and this two EC2 instance has added to this target group. Here you can see these are the two EC2 instances. So let's come here and let's reload this. And in details you can see each and everything. This is auto scale. Yes guys, this is the auto scaling group name which we have given my auto scaling group for demo, and the desired capacity we are going to, and maximum one, and sorry, minimum one and maximum 5. That means whenever traffic is very high, auto scaling group will automatically increase EC2 instances guys. And I will show you that also. And this is the template ID. That means sorry, template details, launch template details. And here you can see this is the we created this launch template, and we have attached this launch template to this auto scaling group, and these are all the details. And in networking you can see these are all the subnets which we have been attached to this auto scaling group, and these are the load balancer which we have been created for this auto scaling group. So auto scaling group has created this load balancer guys. And let's go to activity. In activity you can see here two instances. Here you can monitor each and everything. Auto scaling auto scaling group has created two EC2 instances, and these are the two EC2 instances. And let's see in monitoring, when I select EC2, we need to select EC2 guys. And here EC2 we have given CPU utilization. We have given 25%. So whenever CPU utilization has crossed 25%, and automatically auto scaling group will increase EC2 instance. Right now let's see CPU utilization. Here average I have given 1 minute. So here you can see right now it is in 0%. So let's do one thing. Let's close this and let's open it in a new tab here. Here you can see guys, I'm opening a new tab, and I'll go to monitoring and I'll select EC2. Here I'm going to open this CPU utilization. Here right now you can see it is in 0%. So now let's increase guys. So before increasing this, let's open this. Previously in launch template we installed HTTPD web server, and in user data we have installed HTTPD web server, and it will display some of the message guys. Let's see that. I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. and we'll select enter. And here you can see hello Vijay from 10.0.2.57. So let's come here. You can see 10.0.2.57. This is the private IPv4 address of our instance one. And let's select instance to private IPv4 address. So same like this we have done in previous video, but in this video we have doing with an application load balancer. So let's copy application load balancer DNS name, and I will show you same like that also, guys. Here you can see hello Vijay from 10.0.0.0.175. So when I come here instances, so here you can see 10.0.0.175. This is private IPv4 address of instance 2. So let's go to load balancers now. Let's remove these two, guys. Now let's come to load balancers. Here I'll copy. Here let's reload this. And here you can see it is in active state. So let's copy load balancer DNS name. This is the DNS name. I'll copy this and I'll paste it in a new tab. So now it will distribute the load, guys. So here you can see in previous video we didn't created this load balancers and target groups and everything. So here you can see right now it is in 10.0.0.175. That means it is in 175 means, let's see, guys. 175 means it is instance 2. Here you can see 10.0.0.175. So when I reload this, it will distribute traffic. Here you can see it was distributing to 10.0.2.57. So when I come here and when I select instance 1, here you can see 10.0.2.57. Here you can see 10.0.2.57. So this is how load balancer will distribute the load, guys. So when I continuously select this, here you can see load balancer is continuously distributing the load. So this is all created by using auto scaling groups, guys. So now let's log into our EC2 instances and let's increase CPU utilization to these two EC2 instances. So I'm going to copy public IPv4 address and I'm going to select here MoboXTEM. Here you can use MoboXTEM or PuTTY, whatever you want. So I'm going with the MoboXTEM. You need to select session SSH, and here we need to paste the private IP public IPv4 address, and here we need to give EC2 hyphen user. So if you are using Amazon Linux, we need to give here EC2 hyphen user, or else if you are using Ubuntu, you need to give here Ubuntu, and we need to check mark this. And here this is the key which have been given for our EC2 instance. So I'm going to log into this VM, and this is instance 1, guys. And here you can see now let's log into instance 2. I'll copy this and I'll copy public IPv4 address, and I'll come here, select session SSH, and we need to paste here, and here EC2 hyphen user, and here we need to give the path of the key pair. So now let's update this two EC2 instance, guys. So I will keep here multi execution mode, and I will give sudo yum update hyphen y and sudo hyphen I to become root user. So I will exit this multi execution mode, and here you can see this is instance 1. So now let's clear the screen. So I will hit here top, guys. Here when I hit top, it will display CPU. That means top command is nothing but display all the informations like CPU utilization, memory utilization, and each and everything. Right now for instance 1, here you can see CPU utilization is 0.3%, guys. Or here you can see continuously it was monitoring 0.0%. We don't have any stress to our CPU utilization. So in auto scaling group, what we have given is like we have given 25%. So whenever 25% has been crossed to this CPU utilization, then auto scaling group will automatically increase EC2 instances, guys. So right now CPU utilization is calm. Here you can see 0%. So I'll open it in a new tab. First I'll cancel this, and I'll open it in a sorry, not new tab. I will open it in a duplicate tab. Here you can see this is the duplicate one. These two are the same, guys. You can see here IP is 2.1 2.44.193. Here you can see 4.44. These two are same, guys, but this is the duplicate one. So when I hit top here also, here you can see CPU utilization 0%. Let's cancel this. So let's clear the screen and let's come here and let's clear the screen and let's hit here top command, guys. So here you can see right now 0%. Now let's increase CPU utilization. So let's come here. So to increase CPU utilization, these two are the instance one, guys. I'm continuously monitoring here CPU utilization. So that's why I have opened in a duplicate tab. Here I will perform one command, guys, to increase CPU utilization. You need to perform this command, yes greater than dev and null, and at last we need to give and. So it will increase CPU utilization. So when I hit enter, so when I come here, you can see it was increased to 96.7% and 99.7%. It was continuously increased CPU utilization, guys. So let's come to instance 2 and let's hit top command. Here you can see for instance 2 also it is in 0.0 and 0.3%. So no, let's increase CPU utilization to this instance 2 and I'll open it in a duplicate tab here. So here you can observe here continuously it was monitoring, guys. So here you can see right now instance 2 is 0.0% and instance 1 is in 99.99%. It is consuming, guys. So let's come here to instance 2. Instance 2 is in 0.0%. Let's increase here also. So the command is, let's clear the screen. Yes, greater than dev null. And at last I will give end. So I will hit enter. So here you can see 7.6 and 99.9%. Instance 2 also consuming CPU utilization, guys, and instance 1 is consuming 99.99% and instance 2 also consuming 99.7%. So let's come to auto scaling group and let's open monitoring. Here previously I opened monitoring here. So let's reload this. It will show here, guys. Let's wait for some time or else let's close this. Here you can see this is our auto scaling group one. So sorry, this is the launch template one. This is the auto scaling group one, guys. So we need to go to monitoring. Under monitoring, you need to select EC2. And under EC2, you can monitor here CPU percentage. So I'm going to maximize this and I'll reload this. Here you can see it is monitoring. Here you can see right now it is in 24.1%. So right now we have only two EC2 instances, guys. Here you can see right now we have only two EC2 instances. Within some time, automatically auto scaling group will increase EC2 instances. I will show you that, guys. Let's wait for some time and let's go to monitoring here in auto scaling group and I'll open it in a new tab. I'll close this and here I'll select, I'll open it in a new tab and I'll come here and here you can see this is the auto scaling group and we need to go to monitoring and EC2 and here you can see CPU utilization. I'm going to expand this and right now it is in 24.3% usage, guys. We need to see 25%. We need to cross 25%. So let's wait for some time and let's come here and let's reload this. Let's come here and let's go to activity. And in activity, you can see, guys, here it was updating. Let's wait for some time. Let's go to auto scaling. This is the monitoring one. Let's reload this. Right now, up to here, you can see right now it is in 24.5% usage. We need to cross 25%. So let's wait for some time. Let's come to instances and let's reload this. So when I come here, here you can see right now it was distributing to two EC2 instances. Here you can see it was distributing to two EC2 instances, guys. Now after some time automatically auto scaling group will increase EC2 instances, and it will distribute load to all the EC2 instances. So when I come to here target groups, here in target groups you can see we have only two EC2 instances. So when I reload this in target groups, here you can see we have only two EC2 instances. Within some time, automatically auto scaling group will increase EC2 instances, and it will add that EC2 instances to this target group. And using this load balancer DNS name, we can access all the EC2 instances, guys. Right now it is in two EC2 instances. Let's go to monitoring again, and let's reload this, and let's check CPU utilization, and it is in for 24.3% usage. And let's come here and let's check. This is instance 1. Instance 1 is in 99.99%, and this is instance 2. Instance 2 is also is in 99.99%. And let's wait for some time. When you are working with auto scaling group, you need to wait, guys. It will take some of the time. Here you can see 26.4. Here you can see 24.9. It was showing 24.9. We need to cross 25, and let's reload this. Here you can see auto scaling group has increased EC2 instances, guys. You can see this is how you can understand how auto scaling group works. Right now, three instances is in initializing state. Previously, we have given desired state 2. So let's come to auto scaling. Here you can see in details we have given desired state to maximum 5. So here you can see for instance 1, here you can see for instance 1 and instance 2 we have given CPU utilization. It was consuming CPU utilization 99.99% for instance 1. For instance 2 it was using 99.99%. These two instances are using total CPU utilization. So that's why auto scaling group has automatically increased this EC2 instances, guys. So this is how you can understand how auto scaling group works. So that's why we need to wait for some time. So now let's go to auto scaling, and let's go to monitoring, and let's reload this, and here let's check. Here you can see it was not showing, guys, but it will update. We need to wait for some time. So let's come to auto scaling. Let's go to activity. Under activity, here you can see each and everything. How many instances are created, how many instances are destroyed. Here you can see these are the two instances. These are the previous one. Again, three instances has been created. You can see 1 and 2 and 3. And here you can see it was showing like at this time ये monitor alarm target tracking my auto scaling calls, my auto scaling group for demo. Here you can see target tracking. In target tracking we have given 25%. So whenever 25%, whenever CPU utilization has crossed 25%, then we have given command like automatically create EC2 instances, guys. So that's why auto scaling group has created, that means auto scaling group has increased two instances to, we have given maximum 5, it was increased to 5 EC2 instances. So this is how you can see in activity, in auto scaling group activity you can monitor each and everything. So let's come to target groups, and in target groups let's reload this, and right now it is in two targets because it is in initializing state, guys. We need to see here 2 by 2 checks pass. So when we see 2 by 2 checks pass, then automatically we can see here. So again I am telling you, these three, another three instances created by auto scaling group with this same configurations. So we have created launch template. So with this launch template configurations, auto scaling group has created these three EC2 instances. So that's why I said we need to create launch template, guys. So let's reload this. Let's reload this. Here you can see 2 by 2 checks pass. Let's come here and let's reload this. It was distributing to two instances, guys. We need to wait for some time, and let's go to target groups again, and we need to reload this. We need to wait for some time, guys, and I'll show you this also. In target group it will add another three EC2 instances. Here you can see three EC2 instance has been created. This three EC2 instance will add to target group, and I will show you that. So let's come here and let's reload this. We need to wait for some time, guys. Let's come to load balancer DNS name. Here you can see this is the load balancer DNS name. And let's reload this. And here you can see, guys, it was distributing the load. So now let's go to target groups, and under target groups, here you can see right now we are in target groups. Here in load balances, we are in target groups, and in target groups, here you can see. So here you can see it was added automatically. Auto scaling group has added another 3 EC2 instances to this target group. So to this target group, here you can see these are all the targets. These two are the desired one, and these three are created uh, for more traffic, guys. So these three right now in target groups we are having 5 EC2 instance. So now let's do one thing. Let's see whether it is distributing the traffic to all the EC2 instances or not. So let's open here instances, and let's give naming, guys. These two are the desired one. So let's give here instance 3, and here I'm going to give instance 4, and here I'm giving instance 5. So now let's distribute traffic. So here when I reload, here you can see 10.0.2.57. At last you can see, guys, 2.57. Let's see this. Let's select instance 3. This is not 2.57. And let's select instance 1. Here you can see instance 1 is 2.57, 10.0.2.57. So when I come here, you can see 10.0.2.57. So instance 1 is working. So now let's reload this. When I reload this 10.0.0.64. So when I come here, so when I select instance 3, not instance 3, and let's take instance 4, not instance 4, and let's take instance 2, not instance 2, and let's take instance 5. Here you can see 10.0.0.64. Now instance 1 and instance 5 is working. So we need to check 2, 4 and 3. Let's come and reload this. Here you can see 10.0.1.253. So let's check instance 3, not instance 3. Now let's check instance 4. Here you can see 10.0.1.253, 10.0.1.253. So here you can see it was distributing to instance 4. So we need to check instance 2 and instance 3. So let's come here and let's reload this. So it was distributing to 10.0.2.57. So let's come here. Let's select instance 2, or else let's select instance 3. It was not distributing, guys. We need to see this IP. We need to see instance 3 and instance 2 private IPs. So let's remember this, guys. 10.0.2.98. We need to see here 2.98. Let's reload this, and let's reload, and let's reload. Here you can see, guys, 10.0.2.98. So it was distributing to instance 3, 2.98, 10.0.2.98. So let's check instance 2 at last. Let's take instance 2, 10.0.0.175. So when I come here and when I reload this, at last we need to see 175. Here you can see 10.0.0.175. So this is how you can understand load balancer. Here you can see by using this load balancer DNS name. Here you can see this is the load balancer DNS name. Using this DNS name, we are distributing this load to all these EC2 instances, guys. So this is how you can create auto scaling group, and you can create a load balancer, and you can distribute the load to all the EC2 instances same like this, guys. And I will show you in a diagram. And in this diagram, you can observe same like this. We have created auto scaling group. So when we creating an auto scaling group, we have created application load balancer. So auto scaling group has created application load balancer. So application load balancer is distributing load to all the EC2 instances same like this, guys. So that's why I'm showing you in this graphical way. So I will reload this. Here you can see it was continuously distributing the load. Here you can see it was continuously distributing the load to all these EC2 instances. So this is all done by using this auto scaling group, guys. So in this diagram you can see, in this diagram you can see right now, in this diagram you can see only 2 EC2 instances, but it was distributing to 5 EC2 instances, guys. we have increased CPU utilization. Here you can see this is instance 1 CPU utilization is 99.97 and instance 2 CPU utilization is 99.3%. Here you can see 99.9%. So that's why auto scaling group has automatically created another another instances to distribute the load, guys. So in real time they mostly use auto scaling groups and load balancers to distribute load, guys. And this is how. And let's stop this CPU utilization, guys. And right now, here you can see right now we are in instance 1 and let's stop the CPU utilization. And to stop the CPU utilization, come to here and we need to give kill hyphen 9 and we need to give this ID, guys, 26150. We need to give 26150. So when I hit here, you can see it is in 99.99%. So it will drop down, guys. So when I hit enter, here when I come here you can see CPU utilization 0.0%. So when I come here and it instance 2 is in 99.9%, guys. So when I come here, so when I perform that command again, kill hyphen 9 26175. So when I hit enter, here it will stop, guys. So when I come here, you can see CPU utilization is 0.3%. So when I come here and when I go to auto scaling, so when I reload this monitoring, it will decrease, guys. Here you can see it was increased to it was increased to 100% CPU utilization, guys. Previously, I said it takes some time, guys, to load auto scaling groups. We need to wait some time. We need to be patient. So here you can see previously CPU utilization is in 100% users. So now it was dropped to here you can see 11.9%. So it was dropped to 0%, guys, but it was showing like 11.9%. So here you can see right now for instance 1 and instance 2, instance 1 CPU utilization is 0.0%. So instance 2 0 CPU utilization is 0.3%. So after some time, again I'm telling you guys, after some time auto scaling group will automatically decrease this EC2 instances to 2 EC2 instance, guys. So this is how auto scaling group works. So when I come to auto scaling, here you can see in details we have given desired to. So right now we don't have any load to this EC2 instances. So after some time automatically auto scaling group will decrease load. So this is how auto scaling group work, guys. And here you can see in this diagram same like this we are distributing load to 5 EC2 instances, guys. So this is how they use in real time. And yes, guys, this is all about this video. And if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe, guys. And my suggestion is after completing your lab, try to remove this auto scaling group, guys. So if you remove this instances, auto scaling group will continuously create instances, guys. If you remove these 5 EC2 instances, then automatically auto scaling group will create another 3 to 4 or 5 EC2 instances, depends on load. So you need to remove this these instances and target groups. In target group we can see it was added 5 EC2 instances. To remove target groups, to remove load balancers, to remove auto scaling groups, and to remove instances and everything, you need to come directly to auto scaling group and you need to select this auto scaling group. You need to select this auto scaling group and you need to select actions and you need to select delete auto scaling group, guys. So I'm going to delete this, delete, and I'm going to select here delete. So now here you can see auto scaling group is in deleting state. So now everything will be deleted, guys. Automatically instance will be removed and load balancers, here you can see load balancers will remove, target groups will remove, instance will be removed within 2 to 3 minutes, guys. We need to wait for some time. Right now you can see target groups and load balancers, and this is application load balancer, guys, remember that. And auto scaling group, this is the monitoring one. Let's remove this. Let's reload. You can see it is in deleting state. So let's come to instances and let's reload this. Still is in it is in running state, guys. We need to wait for 2 to 5 minutes, guys. So then automatically auto scaling group will remove each and everything. So let's wait for some time. And here you can see one EC2 instance is in shutdowning state. So let's wait for some time. Let's come to auto scaling and let's reload this. And it is in deleting state. It takes some time, guys, to delete. Let's come to instances and let's reload this. And here you can see all instances is in shutdowning state, guys. So this is how auto scaling you should not delete this EC2 instances, guys. When you are working with auto scaling group, you need to directly remove this auto scaling group. So then auto scaling group will automatically remove all these. So let's reload this. It is in here. You can see one instance is terminated. Four instances in shutdown state. So let's come to target groups and let's reload this. And here you can see we don't have target groups. So auto scaling group has removed this target group. And let's come to load balancers and let's reload this. Here you can see no load balancers. So automatically auto scaling group has removed load balancers and target groups. And let's check instances and let's reload this. And you can see all the five instances are terminated. That means auto scaling group has terminated all these five EC2 instances. Let's come to auto scaling. Here you can see, let's reload this. Here you can see we don't have auto scaling groups. So this is how you can create auto scaling groups using application load balancers, and you can distribute the load, guys. And this will also will not work. You can see site can't be reached. So this is how you can work with auto scaling groups. So my suggestion is after completing your video, try to remove your auto scaling group, guys, because auto scaling group will charge more and more money from you. So that's why I'm recommending you to remove all the uh, auto scaling group and everything. Just remove auto scaling group, guys. Then automatically auto scaling group will remove each and everything within some time, guys. So I'm going to remove this launch template also. We need to select this launch template and we need to select actions and we need to select delete template. So I'm going to select delete. So, and this is the diagram, sorry, this is the GF image, guys, same like this we have done. So yes, guys, this is all about this video. And if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys, and see you in the next video, and bye.